Race 2 of round 1 of the Sunday Night League Touring Cars Championship here at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. On pole position, as you can see, is Pat after finishing 10th in the previous race. He is starting this race on the soft tyres. In is Chris Boo on the soft tyres. In third is Salek in the hards. Flashman will start this race on the hards as well. Wolfbane in his BMW will start on the super softs. Cinemod will start on the hard tyres in his Mazda. Jam will start on the mediums. Then we have Noxie, who is driving on the mediums as well. Then we have second place driver Tiger in 9th place on the hards, and Intulu will start at the back after his win in race number 1, and he is on the super soft tyres. So, without further ado, let's get this race underway. So Pat is on pole. Let's see what he can do, starting in pole position. The camera isn't the best at the start, but it will cut away. 5 lights are on, and it is go for race number 2. A slow start there by Salek. So that means that Pat has got a good start, but Chris Boo is leading into turn 1. And we've got Pat there. 3rd place is Wolfbane after a fantastic start. Flashman 4th. 5th is Jam. 6th is Salek in his BMW. A slow start on those hard tyres, but he's on the outside of Jam going into turn 2. Let's see. Oh, there's some touching going on. And what on earth is happening at the back here? Now, cars have gone off. I can see Cinemod in the wall, so let's just have a look at what's happened here. Let's go. So Cinemod's had a poor start at the start of this race. He's coming into the corner, so let's watch up ahead. I think Flashman sideways. He hits into Salek, blocks the road for Jam, that blocks Noxie, and then, we've got cars going everywhere. And you might not be surprised to hear that this was called as a red flag. Many cars were involved. Let's have a look on board with Flashman again. So Flashman in his Hyundai at the front of the pack in 4th. He's got everybody behind him. So we come into the corner, we can see Salek, and there's just a slide, and yes, so this then causes a roadblock, and then we've got cars sliding around all over the place, and yes, I think that is why this was called as a red flag. So we will end the replay there, and we will get to the next part, the full replay of race number 2. So a red flag was called for that race. So let's load it up. So race number 1, everybody got through the first lap. Unfortunately, the second race, a bit of an incident in turn 2, and we have a red flag. We will have a standing start though for red flags in this series because of the racing, and nobody wants to see that. So Flashman apologising for his bad. I think it's just a multitude of things, Flashman. I don't think it was necessarily your fault, but Pat there is on pole position right now. Let's go. He's got his hazards on right now, so he's still waiting. So the red lights are going on, the revs are rising, and Pat will lead them off, starting. So Salek again, a slow start from Salek, but a better start from Pat. So Chris Boo cannot get past into turn 1, I don't think. No, he can't. Jam is up into 3rd place, but he's fighting with Flashman there. So Jam has made a great start from about 5th or 6th on the grid. He's now 3rd. Salek in 5th. He's getting squeezed though by Wolfbane, who has overtaken him. So we're going to go into turn 2. Can we have a cleaner entry. Wolfbane having a bit of a squeeze actually there from Intulu, who is up into 7th place though from the back. In fact, he's up into 6th now on those super soft tyres, really making hay on those super soft tyres. But at the front we have got Pat in his BMW. He's got the soft tyres on his car. Chris Boo is in 2nd, Jam is in 3rd in that Subaru. 4th is Wolfbane. He's had a great start on the super soft tyres. He's got Intulu right behind him though, who started at the back of this pack, and he's up into 5th already. Sarlek in 6th, Flashman 7th, 8th is Tiger with his teammate Cinnamod in the GT87 crew. The Demon Tweaks, Masters 8th and 9th, and Noxie, who had a great race 1, he's on those medium tyres in 10th place. But Pat leads this race. He'll be leading out of turn 10 into the next lap, into turn 2. Pat leads, but he's got Chris Boo right behind him. And then we've got a big fight in Tulu, Jam and Wolfbane, all looking at 3rd place. Jam looking at Intulu though. He'll have a look into turn 1, does he? As we turn into turn 1, no, he thinks better of it. Thinks fight for another day, but Wolfbane in 3rd place right now. He's all under attack. A little bit of changing happening at the back here. So what has happened? I think something may have happened to Flashman going into turn 1. Let's have a look. He's in 7th place. He has a little bit of a wobble, loses the positions. He's got bullied by those Masters. He'll be saying, I don't like Masters. Masters are bullies. There's Cinnamon in 6th place. Tiger in 7th. He's got Noxie having a look. The two teammates fighting each other. Noxie saying, I'll have a piece of this, boys. I'll stay there. You two fight each other off. So Cinnamon not giving his teammate any relief, but so is Wolfbane. Wolfbane's having to fight in Tulu. They've dropped Jam a little bit. Jam on the harder tyres than these two though, so Wolfbane and Intulu on the super soft tyres. And we've got that great battle between Cinnamon and Tiger. Those Masters really fighting with each other. There's no team orders in this GT87 team. And Cinnamon setting some pull lap times. So Pat leads from Chris Boo, who has got a nice gap to Wolfbane, who's dropped in Tulu a little bit. Jam is in 5th, so the top 5 kind of spread out a little, but the top 2 are close, and 3rd and 4th are pretty close. So what am I talking about? Chris Boo is in 2nd, but Pat is flying in the lead right now. It's a little bit quicker than Chris Boo, but Chris Boo great into turn 1. Let's go on board with the Mitsubishi. In 2nd place right now. Pat leading this race, going into the 3rd lap. We're on board with Chris Boo in the Mitsubishi, who's on the soft tyres. He's going 6 attempts quicker already on his previous best. What tyres is Pat on? He's also on the soft tyres, so Pat is on softs. Wolfbane though on super soft, so Wolfbane potentially can go quicker than those ahead of him. He's got Intulu on the super softs as well. Jam on the mediums, so Jam will be happy knowing, well, he wouldn't know at the time, but actually 5th place. The cars in front are on softer tyres. Then he's got Cinnamod on the hards. Fantastic for Cinnamod. 6th place on the hard tyres. He's got Tiger on the hards as well, who's got a poor exit though, because Noxie, now on the medium tyres, has got himself up into 8th place in his BMW. And he's going up the inside. Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. It's Brave's place to overtake in the infield section here at Austria. 9th is Flashman. Sarlek down in 10th place. He's had a poor lap on the last lap. A 1:44, so that is why, and he's also on the hards. So it's going to be a tough race now from Sarlek. But Pat leads going into the final turn, but Chris Boo right behind him. I didn't see him, he was that close. Chris Boo all over the back of Pat. Pat is going to have to defend this into turn 1. He's got to be careful, because Chris Boo will pounce on him. Oh, Pat has a wobble in out of turn 1. His tyres looking pretty good actually. Chris Boo's pretty similar. Those Goodyear tyres on these touring cars staying well, but Wolfbane is closing up, and Intulu setting purple times in his Lexus, the winner of race 1. He's sliding that car. Jam hoping that he can catch that Lexus, but look at the gap. The top four are very tight together. Pat leads, though, in his eBay BMW. Chris Boo in second, but Wolfbane right behind Chris Boo now. So Wolfbane in the 38 BMW on the infield section. He's got the super soft tyre, so he wouldn't know at this time, but he's actually got a tyre advantage over Chris Boo. He might suspect he has, though, based on how his car is getting out of the corners. But that Mitsubishi on those soft tyres is looking pretty good. So into the penultimate turn, turn number 8 or turn number 9, and Wolfbane is lining up for an attack, but he's hit the curb a little bit hard. Where is Intulu? Wolfbane set the purple lap time so far, so he's quickest. Intulu a little bit behind. Jam just sort of in no man's land, I think. Yes, Cinnamod in 6th place, who's got Tiger, who's got Noxie all over his backside. Just having a nice view of it as we go into the 5th lap now. Flashman in 9th place. Sarlacc there in 10th. He's at 1:31.4 on the hard tyres. So that's pretty good. Wolfbane is all over the back now. Oh, Wolfbane! No, he's lost the position in Tulu. He's up into 3rd place. And Pat is under pressure now. Pat is under pressure from Chris Boo. This is all tightening up now. Pat on the 5th lap. He's got Chris Boo right behind him. Intulu's just jumped Wolfbane. And Jam is not close enough really to take advantage of this, but will stay with the top 4 because Pat is leading this race from Chris Boo. But Chris Boo's all over the back of the BMW. He senses he can win this race. A little bit of a tap actually there from from Chris Boo on Pat in that middle sector, as we have Intulu and having a fight for 3rd place right now. Intulu having to defend, but Wolfbane, a lovely move up the inside of the Lexus by Wolfbane, and Chris Boo is all over the back of Pat. Let's get on board with Chris Boo as we go through the home straight. Will he ever go into turn 1? It'd be a brave move from here, but he goes a lot wider. Look, he opens up the entry, but actually Pat defends in the middle of the corner. He keeps his position. He's making life difficult for Chris Boo. And Tulu has got a fight on with Wolfbane as well. Right now, 5th place is Jam on his own. 6th, again, kind of on his... Actually, his teammate Tiger is behind him. Cinnamod is in 6th. Tiger is 7th. 8th is Noxie. 9th is Flashman, and 10th is Sarlacc, doing the 1:31. So Sarlacc just having that 2nd lap, and Chris Boo's taking the lead. What does he do going into turn number 2? He goes up the inside, and he makes a nice clean move. Pat, just turns in, but Chris Boo is there, so Pat couldn't do much. And in 3rd place, we've got Wolfbane getting up into 3rd now. So these top 4, they're having great fights with each other. Chris Boo now leads this race. He's on lap number 6. He's only got 2 and a bit more laps. 2.5 laps to take the win, but it's a long way to go when you've got Pat, Wolfbane and Intulu all fighting right behind him. Maybe he can pull away whilst the others are fighting amongst themselves. Those soft tyres looking pretty good on the Mitsubishi, so on the BMW, but Wolfbane has got up the inside of Pat now. So Wolfbane gets himself up into 2nd place. Pat runs a little bit wide. He's going to be under pressure from Intulu. Let's go on board with race 1 winner Intulu. Up the hill and through turn number 8. He can't make a move here, but you can line it up. So he tries to have a look, but nothing doing. So he's got 2 BMWs in front of him. What can he do? Good exit though. Pat has got a slipstream as well, but so has Intulu. Intulu looks very quick going down this straight. So he is in 4th. There's Jam in 5th on his own. Pat is fighting this. Pat is really wanting this podium, but I think Intulu's got the speed on Pat. Lap number 7, 2 laps to go. Can Pat hold on to this podium? Right now, I don't know. Intulu having a look, but no, Pat keeps it in 3rd place. But Intulu has the inside line, but Pat gets the drive. Can Intulu, though, get past up the hill, down the straight, down the hill? Now, at the front, though, we've got Chris Boo. weaving around. He knows Wolfbane's there. And Tulu's still side by side with Pat. He has to brake later into turn number 3, and he now takes 3rd place from Pat. So Pat is in 4th place. 5th is Jam. 6th is now Tiger. 7th is Sarlacc. 8th is Flashman. 9th somehow is Cinnamod. Apologies, I've missed that. Something's happened to Cinnamod because he was up in 6th place. Those hard tyres maybe not being his friend. Noxie down in 10th as well, so Sarlacc all of a sudden has found himself in 7th place. He'll take that after the 2nd lap. Definitely. So a few gaps now appearing on the track. Tiger kind of on his own, we can see, but Chris Boo leads this race going into the final lap. So Chris Boo leads from Wolfbane. 3rd is Intulu, 4th is Pat, 5th is Jam, and then in 6th on his own is Tiger. So we'll stay with the leaders. So going through turn 1, Chris Boo having a little tap maybe from Wolfbane. Going into turn 1, Wolfbane all over the back though of Chris Boo. ESRM represented by Chris Boo in this championship. Chris Boo defending, squeezing Wolfbane. Wolfbane says, I can't get round there. I don't like the angle. But then Chris Boo runs wide. Chris Boo has run wide, so Wolfbane is now getting up the inside. Can he do it? He's in the lead. With half a lap to go, Wolfbane takes the lead. But he's got Chris Boo right on his outside, but Wolfbane's taken the lead, going down into turn number 3. Chris Boo is in 2nd, Intulu 3rd. Pat is still there though in 4th place, so he'll be hoping that something might happen. There's a bit of a battle happening midfield as well, but we'll stay with these top 3 because they are fighting for the win. Wolfbane is in 1st place. The BMW driver has the fastest lap in this race. Can he win this race now? It's got Chris Boo 2nd, 3rd is Intulu, but Wolfbane coming into the penultimate corner. Those super soft tyres looking a bit worn though. Goes through the penultimate corner. He runs a bit wide. So does that mean Chris Boo has a chance? Chris Boo, Wolfbane runs wide. Chris Boo, Chris Boo's got the win. Chris Boo takes the win. 3rd is Intulu. Wow. 4th is Pat, 5th is Jam, 6th place is Sarlacc. I cannot believe how close that was with Wolfbane and Chris Boo. Can we go on board with Wolfbane going into the final corner? Wolfbane, here he is running. He runs a little bit wide. He can't see. There he is. There is Chris Boo, who just gets him on the final corner. Unbelievable, Jeff. Quality finish, says Sarlacc. Sarlacc in 6th place right now. Kind of on his own, but he'll take that, I'm sure, after that 2nd lap. A 144. Randomly. Something must have happened. Those hard tyres, though. Barely used. 6th place. 7th place is Flashman. What is happening at the back here? Everybody's kind of slowing down a bit. What on earth is happening there? Let's have a little check what is going on. So Noxie comes into the final corner. He's made the move. Oh, and Cinnamod kind of slides off. So Noxie backs off, and then Cinnamod says, no, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm going to stop it there. Look at that, 1 second to go. Okay. And I believe Noxie crosses the line before Tiger. So, congratulations, Chris Boo. 700ths covering him and Wolfbane in 2nd place. 3rd place is race 1 winner Intulu. 4th is Pat. Fantastic drive from Pat. Less than nearly 2 seconds behind the win. Jam is in 5th in the Subaru. 6th is Sarlacc. Great recovery drive from Sarlacc. 7th is Flashman. 8th is Noxie. 9th is Tiger. And 10th is Cinnamod. So that was race number 2 of round 1 of the Sunday Night League Touring Car Championship. Join us for round number 3 shortly here on YouTube. Like, share and subscribe this video. And we'll see you shortly for race number 3 of round 1